I think one of the really important messages about atrial fibrillation is that people need to be aware that there's a huge individual variation in what it might mean for them to have atrial fibrillation. You can have two people who've got atrial fibrillation and someone has no symptoms and is not at risk of developing any clots, is on no treatment whatsoever, and you might have someone else who's got atrial fibrillation and is in hospital every week because their heart rate goes fast and we can't find the right medication to slow it down properly and get it under control yet. And yet they've both got atrial fibrillation, entirely different. And there's everybody in between. And so to give it all one name and think that everybody underneath that title is the same is clearly wrong. People might hear the word and think that they've got the type that does the one thing, where in fact they've got something else, and it's very mild. So it's about being aware of what it means. It's about sort of being educated and learning about what the condition is and what causes it, and especially about the particular variation for them. So what it is for them. Have they got triggers that make it go fast? Are they symptomatic of their heart rate? Are they at risk of a clot forming in their heart, and so on and so forth? So it's about just empowering people themselves to learn more about it and to be in control of the situation. Because if you know what's happening and you know more about it and you know your own, and you're listening to your own body and listening to your own heart, then you're going to be fine. I find that when people have got atrial fibrillation, it's a real shock to the system generally, because in most cases you've diagnosed it and they didn't know they had anything wrong with them. You've just picked it up either by taking their pulse or by doing an ECG for another reason. And so it's a difficult thing to get their head around, that they've gone from feeling perfectly well to now having a condition that we have to do something about, that they need to take medication for lifelong. And so people take time to adjust to that. And the first few weeks is I think hard on people, and they worry about, are they doing things to make it worse? They worry about any little symptom that they might get. But certainly in my experience, after a while, people settle down, they find the right dose of their medication, and they're away then, and it's fine. And it's no longer a big deal or a serious condition for them. It's something they manage perfectly well, and they live with it rather than suffer from it.